Hello and welcome to the final video in our comprehension series. Today we will look at a number of ways that we can monitor students' use of comprehension strategies and skills, and how we can use this information to inform our future teaching. The ongoing monitoring of student progress plays a vital role in how we can plan future comprehension teaching with our classes, reading groups and individual students. Let's start by identifying some of the best opportunities to collect data on your students' comprehension development. You can balance your administration of more formal testing with collecting anecdotal evidence as reading takes place. For example, as individual students read during guided reading time, take notes on their comprehension strategies as they engage in think alouds. Over time, this will start to build a clear picture of where the student is successfully employing the comprehension strategies and where they might need some further support. Similarly, you can monitor and note students' responses to the comprehension questions that are asked during the guided reading sessions. Some of you might like to use a notepad with a page dedicated to each student, or sticky notes to note down individual students' use of comprehension skills during the session. This can then be quickly collated later and added to your ongoing view of student progress. In video 4, we discuss the use of graphic organisers as part of guided or independent practice of comprehension skills. Review of graphic organisers after your reading session will provide further evidence of progress or issues with student application of comprehension skills. These results are another piece of evidence to help you to build a picture of students' comprehension development. Written activities will give you further evidence of how your students are applying their comprehension skills after reading a text. Oxford Reading for Comprehension provides an activity sheet for each text. Each question asks students to employ a specific comprehension skill. These activity sheets or similar materials that you are using in your own classroom will allow you to better understand how individual students are applying the comprehension skills in their independent practice. Oxford University Press's new digital reading platform, Oxford Reading Buddy, provides a comprehension quiz for every title of the Oxford Reading for Comprehension series. After reading a text, students can complete the quiz for the book. As with the written activity sheets that accompany the series, each question in the quiz asks students to employ a specific comprehension skill. The results of these are then available to you via the teacher dashboard, providing an excellent opportunity to further analyse students' progress and development. Now that you have collected data on your students, it's time to think about where to next. Your next best step is to analyse the data and make informed decisions about how to move each student further along the continuum of using sound comprehension strategies and skills. Let's look at some ways that you could use your analysis to inform your next steps. If you notice that an individual student or one of your guiding reading groups is struggling with one particular comprehension strategy, then perhaps you might like to spend the next few guided reading sessions modelling and practicing that particular comprehension strategy again with the students. Model the think aloud for the strategy and ask individual students to do the same throughout the session. This will reinforce the teaching and give the student or students further practice using the strategy. On an individual level, Oxford Reading Buddy is a highly useful tool to assist in further developing comprehension strategies and skills. Teachers can assign students coaching texts that specifically support readers to develop their comprehension strategies. Reading multiple texts independently on Oxford Reading Buddy and then completing the associated quiz allows the student to practice all 5 comprehension skill categories. You can monitor these scores easily via the teacher dashboard and use this information to specifically formulate a plan to further guide the students in their development. Teaching students to read with effective comprehension requires multiple skills and practices. Let's take a final look at the key information that we have discussed in this series of 5 videos. In video 1, we reviewed research around best practice in comprehension instruction. This included the use of metacognitive strategies and using think alouds, applying a consistent language to comprehension instruction, In video 2, we looked at a research-based framework that describes the linked comprehension strategies and skills, as well as clear definitions and language that can be used around each. In video 3, we looked at how to apply the comprehension research in our classrooms through explicit teaching and modelling of comprehension strategies during guided reading sessions. Video 4 covered further information on supporting comprehension in your guided reading sessions by reframing discussion and prediction to support comprehension development, focused comprehension questioning while reading. And in this final video, we have reviewed ways that you can monitor students' comprehension development through anecdotal evidence, the use of graphic organisers, the use of written activities that require students to employ specific comprehension skills, the use of results from independent practice. We then discussed how you might use this information to help guide your next steps with students. I hope that you have found this series of videos a useful and practical guide to the comprehension development in the classroom.